Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do a sweatpants. I really hope you guys came really well into the new year. We have now finally 2023 and I'm really excited for the new sewing projects. I have so many planned and so many fun videos planned. So if you don't want to miss any other video, make sure to subscribe and maybe make the bell on so you don't miss any other video. And last year we ended this the year with the leather pants, which you are going to find the sewing pattern obviously down below in the description box in my shop. They're not expensive, so make sure to check them out. And I thought, why not starting the new year also with a pants, but it's not going to be such a difficult pants. It's just more like a sweatpants, so it's comfortable to wear and has not so many details. And it has a loose fit also. It has a waistband which has the elastic on it, but also like a little hiding detail in the front. It does has pockets in the front, really a big one, so you can easily put your phone in. And then and it also has a little pocket, but it's only like for the design on the back. And then on the bottom you can just double fold, so it has like a folding detail on the bottom. It's not going to be that difficult, so it's really nice for a beginner. Because we are just going to make a sweatpants. I have this really nice waffle fabric, which is like a little bit elastic, but just in one way. You can use basically any fabric you want. I just picked out this one because I really like the texture of it and also the color. I hope the color is like a old rose one, and I really like that. Also for this project I'm gonna do a sweatshirt with a zipper for that, so it's like a combination, but that's for the next video. All sewing pattern you are gonna find down below in the description box in my shop, so just make sure to check that out. Also this sweatshirt I made last year, which has a raglan sleeve and a turtleneck. It's really comfortable and I love wearing it, so that pattern is also going to be in the shop if you are interested. I'm gonna sew the size small, and you do have on your pattern the size extra small to extra large, so make sure to also base here on the hip area, not on the waist, or obviously not on the chest area, but on the waist area. And then these are the sizes, like the body size, so it's gonna be loose and you have like this 1 extra centimeter if you want to. You can use any fabric you want. It does not have to be really elastic, but you can use jersey for it, or sweat jersey, or like any kind of fabric you want. It's really up to you. Also, my sewing pattern, the most of the time you are going to find a Beamer document, which is also linked down below. And I think the sweatshirt I'm just wearing, it's also from last year, but it was the first sewing pattern, I think, with a Beamer document. That means basically that you have a projector and you can project this right onto the fabric and cut everything out. Here you see I'm just going to turn the overhead projector on. I'm going to translate it onto my computer. Then I can switch it onto the Beamer, so I have it right onto the floor here, because you need like a distance from the Beamer until the fabric area, about 2 meters. I don't know if that's for all the Beamers, but for mine it is. And my ceilings are not really high, so I have to put it onto the floor. But how you see, I'm just going to put the fabric right onto the floor and it's beaming onto, and I have to say it's really more easy. It's not you don't have to print anything, put them together, so it's also time saving. And what I love about it, because you do have when you work with paper and you have, for example, to translate some pockets or knots or whatever, you do have to put the paper off and then draw the knot and put the paper back on, which is difficult and maybe makes sometimes your pocket be unstraight. So for this you can just draw on it, and then on the bottom you just have right. Here we have everything we are going to need. We have twice the front, twice the back. I did translate the pocket on the back, which you can just see right here. And then I have the waistband. Don't get confused, my waistband, I did cut it off wrong the first time, so I had to add a little piece, but that won't be like a difficult piece. And then for the waistband you can use some eyelets. So you can use just an eyelet right here, or you can use a buttonhole. It's up to you, whatever you want. You do need an elastic, which is here 2.5 centimeter wide, and for the size small you do need like a 60 centimeter long. And you do need pockets because it does have pockets. You need a cover, and you also need like a front pocket, and then you do also need this pocket for the back. Also, I did use some line fleecing, which you can see basically on the pocket. It just makes the fabric a little bit more stiff, and I used it for the pocket in the back, and also on the back piece for the pocket I did the same. Yes, I think it's the lightest one you can use and you can get. And then I'm gonna put some and I also gonna put some eyelets on right here, which you can see. And then I have a little rope, and you don't gonna need a rope, but I do had one. So I'm gonna start with the waistband, and you're gonna need your elastic right here, and you're also gonna need some eyelets, or you're just gonna make a buttonhole right into here. You can just whatever you prefer. And I'm just gonna start putting the eyelets right into here, and then what I'm also gonna do just on one side, I'm just gonna put this elastic right on here, and where the marks are, I'm just gonna right across, so we have the detail for that.
You remember I asked you to meet in the middle. Now I'm here all alone again. You remember I call you. You were talking in riddles. Now you're lying to me again. You think I'm going crazy, but I'm not missing.
And now you're gonna need your rope, which I have here, and my rope is 40 centimeter, and you are gonna need 2 of them. So I'm just gonna go ahead, make this through it, and then make it a little bit less thick, and I'm also gonna attach it right onto here, and I'm gonna do exactly the same with the other side. And after it I am gonna fold it into half and again sew along. So how you see, I'm just gonna fold it right here, and then I'm gonna sew right along. So that's how you want it to look. I did save it right here, which you can see, and you have the rope right there. And what I'm also gonna do, I'm gonna attach the back mid. So this is the middle part of the elastic, so save that. And then you also have your back mid. So I'm gonna attach it just right here, because then your elastic is not gonna turn or twist when you wash it in a washing machine. So we also need to close waistband. So what I'm gonna do right here, you see I have my little holes, I put them on top of each other, and then I'm gonna sew from the top right to the bottom. So when you fold it, you just have it like that, and the elastic you have right into the back. So until this area, so that won't be wrinkly, but then from the other side, like the left and right, it's going to be wrinkly. And for the next step, because we have it done now, I am gonna serge all the way around. And whenever you comes to the elastic part right here, you are gonna have to stretch it. So push it right into that and then stretch it. It's like you're gonna see until here it's then wrinkly, and then you're gonna stretch it and just serge the edge so it's closed. Don't serge the waist, the elastic.
Baby, you gave a lot. What about trust? What about all this time you looked in my eyes, babe? What about commitment? What about all the empty promises? Oh, what about
Now we finished the waistband. It's not twisted and you have like a little ruffle. You can now try it on. Make sure that about like between your hip and your waist area it's gonna fit you really well. If not, you can just still open it and make the elastic a little bit more wrinkly. Let's go ahead and move on with the back pocket, I would say. So just go ahead and grab your one back piece, what I have right here. I also obviously marked the part right there, and I marked the part onto the pocket. That's the back piece, and I did put some fleece lining in, which you can just see right here. So I have them right sides together, and then I'm just gonna sew right on top and then right onto the bottom from the square. And later I'm just gonna cut into it, but I'm just gonna show you that in a minute. So you can tell I did sew it into that, and I can remove my darts now, and I'm just gonna cut right into the middle. You see that right here? So I sewed until here, but I stopped about a centimeter off, and then I'm gonna cut right into the corners, left and right, and I'm gonna do the same onto the other side. And then I can just put everything inside of here. So that's what's going to be from the outside, and I am going to put some pins just to save that, and so it's not movable. You might gonna want to iron on top of it, you can just go ahead and do that, but with this fabric it's gonna it's stiff anyway. So, and what we're gonna need, we are gonna turn that, and then we are gonna fold just that this area is closed. So we are gonna take this and fold it upwards. Yeah, just like that. I am gonna put a little pin right here. I'm just gonna put the pin into these two pieces, not into the front, and I'm gonna do this exactly the same onto the other side. So I am gonna save these 2 points right here. You can see it just looks like how you want it. For now, so that's safe right here, but I am gonna sew from this area right around, so it's all safe and smooth. And you can also, if you like, you can top stitch right here, but you don't have to. And that's how it's gonna look just right now. And you can just go ahead and like grab. You have here the back part, and I am just gonna fold this area right here. So I am just gonna sew here all the way around. And obviously again this pocket is too small. This pocket is again not for the function, it's just for the design. So obviously you don't have to use it, you don't need to put it in, but I just wanted it for the design. And if you want it, for example, bigger for the function, you can just make it larger, like you just have to add a little piece to the part it just folded up, and then it's obviously a little bit larger. So the pocket is done right now. You can move that away and just grab your fronts. I have the fronts, and we have them right sides up, so the prettier sides are up, and you're gonna need your cover. And I did that on the last pants as well, so it's just the same technique. So if you made the other pants, you're just gonna know how to work with it. What you're gonna do, you have your pocket for the front, and you're going to put that right sides together, and you're going to sew just this area right here like that, and then you can just fold that up, and you're going to top stitch right onto the seam so it's not seen, and then we are going to turn that around. I'm just going to fold it to the other side just like that, and I am going to turn that so you see how it looks. And then we do need our front cover, which just looks like that. Oh, again, sorry. It just looks like that, and you have your mark right there, and this line is going to be right on top of here, just like that. And just grab some pins and pin all the way around. Again, the outside and the inside. And I'm going to do exactly the same just with the other side. I'll go ahead and sew both pockets just like that. It's real easy, and the only seam you're going to see is the top and the side seam, and that's going to go away.
You remember I asked you to meet in the middle. Now I'm here all alone again. You remember I called you. You were talking in riddles.
Right here you see I finished the pockets. We have a pocket on the left side and also one onto the right side. What I'm going to do now, I have them right sides upwards, and I'm putting them also right sides together, and then you're just going to go ahead and sew this curve right here. You're not going to sew down to the inside of the leg or the side seam. Just go ahead, take your two front pieces and sew the curve right here, and then I'm going to do exactly the same with the back part. So now I have finished that. You see it's just sewed right here, so everything looks nice and they're attached. And obviously it looks a little bit large, but that's just because we have to put the waistband on. And then the back part, I'm just gonna put right sides together, and then I'm gonna go ahead and sew the side seam from the top all the way to the bottom. I'm not gonna sew the middle part or so. I'm just gonna go ahead and sew the side seams on both sides. And then I'm gonna go ahead and sew the legs together, so how they just lay, and then you're gonna go ahead and sew all the way around. So the whole middle leg area I'm gonna sew. Before we're gonna put the waistband on, I did try the pants on. We have now the pants attached everywhere, and for me it just looks a little bit that I have to make it smaller onto the side seam, and maybe also onto the inside of the leg, just because the fabric is so thick. If you use like a lighter fabric, you might just don't want to, but for me, because it looked so huge, I am gonna make it a little bit smaller. And you can do it just by just making the seam between the legs a little bit smaller, and also onto the side seam. But I would tell you, when you make the side seam smaller, start below the pocket, because if you would make it smaller onto the top, obviously the pocket is going to be smaller, and then maybe once you can go and put your hand into that. Okay, what we have here is the waistband, and you do have in the front a seam, which is the seam for the middle front, and then you're also gonna have one on the back for the back mid, and you have your side seams. So just put the 4 points onto the 4 points from the pants, and I'm just going to do that really quick. And now you can just always stretch the waistband and then sew around. So you basically just stretch the waistband to the size from the pants, and then you can sew on top. You put them right sides together, obviously, and that's it.
When I got all the signs, I guess that is love. Yeah, 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 yeah. Now the reflex are lucid, and I know that I'll be fine. I guess that is self-love. You think I'm going crazy, but I'm not missing you.
So the waistband is finished now, you can just see, and you have like here the two areas which is not wrinkly, and then the whole other part is wrinkly. You can also use your serger if you like, and then that's done for there. From the hem you do have some marks onto the sewing pattern which you can use, but what I just did is I put the pants on and then I folded it twice, and I'm just gonna sew right now here on the side seam and on the middle part of the side seam, and then it won't fold over. Okay guys, that's it for today. I really hope you liked today's video. Again, the sewing pattern you're gonna find down below in the description box. I sewed the size small, and I used about 1.80 meters from the fabrics, so I do have some leftovers, and I'm looking forward to make a jacket in the next video. I hope you liked today's video, and you maybe give this video a big thumbs up, and also if you don't have, maybe subscribe, I would really love that. And yeah, see you in the next video. Bye!